All right, guys, welcome back to Cold Pizza Watch Reviews. Today, I'm talking about, should I buy the Marathon Medium Search and Rescue Automatic Diver? Now, this is the 36mm automatic diver by Marathon, and I've been looking at this watch for quite a while. I got a birthday coming up in a couple of weeks. There's a few things that I'm entertaining, but I'm really leaning towards this Marathon. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, obviously you know I'm a big fan of the Citizen ProMaster automatic diver, so much so as I've got 5 of them. But I wanted to add a medium diver to my collection, and I really think this Marathon is it. Now, I thought, well, I'll just wait till the watch comes in and then I'll do a hands-on review. But then I said, let me go and explain to you guys my thought process, why I'm entertaining this watch. Maybe you know something out there that I'm not looking at that is better than this. Again, I'm looking at a medium-sized diver, 38mm or smaller. So let me get into the things that I like about this watch. 36mm case diameter, 43.5 lug to lug. Again, 6.5-inch wrist, that's going to fit me just great. Now, you've got a real high case of 14mm. One of the reasons for that is the tritium tubes. The tritium tubes are the lume on this watch. Another cool factor that I like about it. But they've had to stack this case kind of high, and I actually like that. I think it makes this watch look very utilitarian. Looks like a tool to me. It's amazing. That's one of the things that you see when you're looking at this case. I'm like, man, that thing just looks like a big gear when you look at that bezel. I like that. You've got a lug width of 18mm, and the lugs are drilled. I love any watch with a bracelet that's going to have drilled lugs. Makes it so much easier to swap that bracelet out. You got water resistance, obviously, of 300 meters. Sapphire Crystal. Screw down crown. I really like the look of this crown. Again, very tool looking. The stippling, the texture on that crown. I like it. It's got real solid crown guards. Again, it just looks like you can't beat this watch up. Moving on to the movement, you're getting a great movement, a Sellita SW200. You're not getting a Seiko movement, you're getting a quality movement. Now, one thing about Marathon, if you don't know, they've been making military timepieces since 1941. I've never owned a Marathon. I have a Marathon clock on my desk behind me, but I've never had a Marathon watch. So that's another thing that I like is, hey, this is a brand I've never personally owned. They are based in Canada, and their watches, all of their watches, are Swiss made. So what I like, size obviously is great. Crown guards, the screw down crown, I love the look of that. I love the look of the dial. The drilled lugs, I think that's a big selling point to me as well. Bezel, again, looks great. 120 click, unidirectional. I love the notches around it. It just looks great. Just looks military issue. Tritium tubes, I think that's really cool. I can't wait to see how that looks. I've only had a few watches that I thought had cool lume. Obviously, this Citizen full lume is one of them. But the rest of my watches, I really don't care about the lume because it just goes away so fast. It almost becomes pointless. I really want to see how these tritium tubes last. I've never had them. Very interesting to me. Next is the little radioactive marker at the 3 o'clock position. Apparently this isn't to be goofy. This is really because there is some radioactive material in the tritium tubes, but nothing to be worried about. My understanding is they have to put that there, and that there's actually some markings on the case back that are there to distinguish the radioactive material in the tritium tubes. That's what I'm being told. Overall, I just love the design of the watch, and I think it's going to give a lot of that diver tool look that I want and not be oversized or look huge on my wrist. I don't know of anything else out there. Again, Seiko SKX013 is a great watch, and I wish I had one. But for a medium diver that's going to have a quality Swiss movement, I'm not talking about something off AliExpress or something with some cheap Seiko movement. You're getting a Sellita SW200, essentially an ETA movement made by Sellita. Sapphire Crystal, 300 meter water resist, screw down crown. It's a little steep on the price. I think at $12.15 is what I'm seeing, and that's at Teddy Baldazar's website. He's got it for $12.15. If you go to Marathon, they've got it for right now $13.50. So if I get it, I'm probably going to get it from Teddy's website, unless you guys know if someone's selling it cheaper. That's legit. But I'm really leaning towards this. Let me know what you think. Talk about it in the comments below, guys. I'd love to hear it. And as always, I appreciate you tuning in to Cold Pizza Watch Reviews.